Hey everybody, excuse my plain shirt. I just got off work and I was like, I don't have a camera yet, but I have a computer with a webcam. Everybody got to start somewhere, so I'm going to upload my first YouTube video onto my channel. And my first tutorial today is going to be on doing your eyebrows when applying makeup, and not just like leaving them plucked in or nice and shaped and arched, but actually filling them in using certain tools. There are a number of ways to do your eyebrows. You can use a pencil, you can use wax, you can use powder, and some people even use like a liquid kind of fill-in thing that looks like a spoolie. And it looks like mascara, but it's actually like liquid eyebrow fill-in. There's a lot of different ways. Today I'm going to use a wax and a powder to set, and I'm going to use a concealer to make sure that my brows are set the right way. The wax I'm using is the Brow Zing from Benefits, and I think it was about like $20-something, and it comes with a wax that I can use. I've used a lot, as you can see, and a powder. And there's a cute little mirror that's right there. And to highlight my brows under and on top, I'm going to use the Maybelline Dream Lumi Touch Highlighting Concealer because it conceals. Can you see the name for it? I don't know if you can. There you go. It conceals and it highlights your eyebrows after it dries. And you're gonna need a slanted brush that you're either gonna use for your, I use the one I use for my eyeliner, but you can use this one for your brows also. I like to use a slanted one because that tip makes it real easy just to get under there. And then you're also gonna need a spoolie to blend out any of the extra color through your brows. So the first thing you're going to do is get your slanted brush, and if you're using a pencil, you're not gonna need a wax. You're just gonna get the pencil. Make sure it's sharp so the point's not too broad. You're gonna dip your brush into the wax and I like to stroke it like that, flipping on both sides. And you're gonna start from the middle of your brow, and you're literally just gonna fill in along the middle. Fill in along there. You don't want to start from the beginning just because of the fact that you don't want your eyebrows to look like a brick across your forehead. I can't stand that. When I go outside and I see people with a long black line and two beams of light on the outside of their eye, that's not how you're supposed to do your brows. You can, each your own, do what you want, but you're going to want to start and you're going to want to guide the wax or the pencil up from the middle of your brow to the top, which is what I'm doing here. And then you're just going to fill in along the natural form of your eyebrow. If you mess up, you can always just, blend it out like that. So you can already see there's a slight difference in how it looks. This one's getting a little thicker. You're going to grab some more product, and you're going to go along the bottom of your brow. Just guide the brush there. And I like to do a line from here to here, just to get like my arch nice and pretty. And then I do the same movement, I go from here to here. And I literally fill in each part of my brow. And I'm just going to create that nice little arch that's right there. And then I go over with any leftover product, and I go over my arch again. And the reason why you want to fill in your brows when you're doing your makeup is because when you have all those really strong eyes and a strong face, the brows just frame everything together, so you look super pretty. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to start at the top, but not too out, and just stroke out and in, and just fill in my brows. Fill them in. Fill them in. And then remember, if you mess up, you can always just take your finger and wipe it off. I never put on a primer or anything before I do my brows, just because I know I'm going to be using my fingers to wipe stuff off. So then you take a little bit more of that product and you blend it out onto your brow. Blend the rest of it out. And then going to your inner part of your brow, right here, you're going to go like this. Light little strokes. And there you go. I have like my nice little brow there. You're going to want to get any extra stray hairs if you want. I like a thicker end. Like that. And there you go. The difference, you can see the difference subtly. That's what you want. You don't want wow brows. Unless you're going for that cake look, and that's what you like, and that's what you like to do, you can do that. I don't know if you guys wonder why I'm looking down that way. It's because my screen's here, and the camera's here. so I'm not ignoring you. So you do the same thing with the other brow. I'm just going to go over it really quickly. If you just want to watch. Start from the middle again. Go down here. I'm doing this with daylight just because I'm actually on my bed in my room. It's pretty makeshift at home, kind of ratchet, but who cares? I'm gonna fill it in, go along here, make sure that everything I'm filling in is even. And I'm just gonna use my mirror to double check on my own. Remember, I have no other makeup on my face at all. So I'm just gonna use my mirror and I'm gonna fill in here. I'm gonna fill in on the top because the top of my brows are kind of empty. The eyebrow lady went a little strong on it. So fill in here. And make sure that they're compared evenly. This end is kind of strong, so weak actually. So I'm gonna fill in there. Then I'm gonna wipe it off on a paper towel that I have here. And then you see how they're nice and filled in evenly? You're gonna get you some of that powder right here. Some of the powder, and you're just gonna get a little bit. And you're gonna set your whole entire brow. Setting is when you have anything that's liquid or cream on your face, and you use a powder to make sure it stays in place. You're just gonna go over everywhere you went over that thing with. And this is just gonna give your brows that nice, fill in any gaps look so they're not bare. You check to make sure you're fine. Just gonna fill that in. And then you're just gonna take the powder again. And remember, all you're doing is chasing your natural brow. If your brows are thick, don't pluck them a shit ton. You're just gonna all you're gonna wanna do is just fill in your natural brow shape, because a lot of people think you need plucked eyebrows, but actually you look at supermodels, they have brows like this, or you look at anybody on TV, any people who are doing makeup stuff like that. Some people have brows like this, some people have brows are just straight across but thin, and some people have really thick brows, like Joan Smalls and Cara Delevingne have some thick brows. If you look at them for models, they don't have very thin brows, because thick brows are in, thin brows are in, whatever you want, just fill your natural shape. Finally, you get your spoolie, and you're gonna just blend everything from here on out, and you're just gonna curve it over. The spoolie is gonna give you that final definition of shape. Same thing on this side. Fill it in, fill it in, fill it in, fill it in, fill it in. And then my favorite part, because I love doing this, is the concealer part. So remember, it's the Maybelline Dream Lumi Touch Highlighting Concealer, and it looks like a little magic wand. I don't know if you can see it or not, but that's what it looks like. Just a wand. There's a cute little brush tip for applicating, and you literally just twist a few times, and you're going to go under your brow. And I like to start from under, so I can get some more product out of the way. And I literally brush along the bottom of my brow. There you go. And then you're gonna I take my finger, and you're gonna just blend it out. You're gonna want to blend down, not up, because if you blend it up, you're gonna fuck up your whole brow. I tend to use a lot of concealer just because I like to have a nice highlight under, but you can always just brush off any excess with a brush or something like that. Some people use a brush, some people use their finger. I'm using a brush just because I'm using my finger. I'm sorry, I'm stuttering. I'm a little nervous, you guys. I'm using my finger just because I feel like body heat blends out things more evenly. And then you're going to take your fingers again, wipe them off, and just blend it out some more. Right there, just blend it on out. Then you're going to take any leftover on the brush you were excess, and you're going to go over like this. You're going to go above the top, and then just stroke above the arch, like that. And you go as close as you want. You don't want to go all the way over here. That's how you get those bar brows, those weird highlighted above the round bars. And also notice that the color I'm using is not that contrasted for my skin. It's just highlighting. You don't want to use a concealer that's like off-toned or too bright or too dark. The goal for highlighting and putting this on the outside of your brow is just to make it so that your brows stand out the same way you're making your eyes and your chin and your jawline and your cheeks stand up by applying any other part of makeup. So you see the subtle difference? So then you're going to go over there again with this other side, and you're going to just, let me get there in the camera so you can see. You're literally going to do the exact same thing. You're going to go over and stroke under the brow. And you want to get it by the tail a lot so you can make that part stand out. And then just blend down. Down or in a downward over motion, whatever you want. Just blend, blend, blend. Here you go. If you guys can't see me, tell me, and I can do this in like a light. So this is just like a trial and error video. So give me your opinions and tell me how you feel about it, and whatever looks you want me to do next, I can do. I'll be learning with you because I have never done anything on camera online before at all. So same thing on this side. Just gonna take the highlighting wand and you're gonna go right over the humps right there. Right over the arch humps, whatever you want to call your brows. And you can see you got it nice and even over there. You're going to take your finger and just blend it all out. I like to blend it out a little higher just so that whenever you put your foundation on, you can just blend it into there. And you can blend out those harsh lines so that's kind of like it looks like the foundation's fading into the highlight when you put it on, so it looks more natural. That's why I always do my foundation last. I do brows, eyes, and then I do my foundation. Let me see if this is blended out evenly. It's blended out evenly. And there you go. Your brows are done. And you can also go in with your little pointy brush, your slanted brush. You can fill in anything you want to be more dominant. So I'm going to go with this over the powder and go with this. And there you go. And then my ends are nice and dominant. And you don't want your eyebrows to look super even. You want them to have like some difference because your eyebrows are actually naturally different on your face. You want to look natural. I like to have like as natural, but as still as made up look as possible. So there you go. Eyebrows finished. I hope you guys enjoyed that and learned a lot of things. It was my first one, and I'll be putting more up. You tell me whatever you want me to put up, or I'll just do whatever I feel like is on a whim today. And I'll also be uploading something else, probably a new look today, a more natural look, onto my Tumblr and my Instagram. My Instagram is Mike Eloquently, and my Tumblr is Mike Eloquent MUA. So Mike Eloquent MUA. I'll list it down below if I figure out how to do that. And thank you guys for watching. You guys are the bomb. See you later.